Alright, guess I'll start here. This is a recast, casual cast of ESEA Season 22 Open between Egg Salad Dressing and Not Around Bears. Egg Salad Dressing tagged up as ESD, and then Not Around Bears, of course, tagged up as NAB. Both these teams were playoff Open teams from last season, so should be they should likely be contenders for this season, and it should be a good time. I'll run down the rosters real quick. Not Around Bears has Zakis, I think is how you say his name, and Saturn on Scouts, mostly Bacon on Roamer, Morin, everyone's TF2 Dad on Pocket, Orbit on Demo, and Differ on Medic. Meanwhile, over on ESD side, we have Keith and Jinx on Scout, Brimstone on Pocket, Frozen Flares on Roamer, Yellow Cell Phone on Demo, and Pizza on Medic. So I'm not too familiar with anyone on ESD side. I am a little bit familiar with Not Around Bears. I casted one of their games like last season or 2 seasons ago, and I'm good friends with Differ and Morin, so I know what's up with them. So let's just see how this goes. The only thing I know about this match is that there was a one-player substitution of sorts, so there's probably going to be a pause somewhere, and then it's a 4-5, a 5-4. So it's a really good game. So let's just get into it. But before I start, obviously, I'm aware of the quality of the video, and my mic quality is not going to be that great, but hey, I'm just doing what I can. Casual casting is fun, so that's why I'm here. Background noise is going to be hopefully not too bad, and yeah, I'll try not to do the thing that I've caught myself doing, which is watching medics for extended periods of time just because I'm a medic main. But here we go. Alright, so this is going to be the first mid, and I guess the pause happens here because ESD still lacks one player, so thankfully we're on STV. I mean, yeah, so I can skip through a little bit. Figure out when he comes in. Alright, so I'm going to be watching Morin on this first mid. It might not even be a mid. Oh, no. It looks like ESD has all their guys, so this is Granary Pro. I actually had to download this new map because I haven't been playing TF2, so here we go, first mid. Morin's playing it really, really slow in this left lane. It looks like he's playing to counter jump these soldiers. He kind of just bullies them back, but everyone's just kind of staring at each other. No one's really committed to anything. Ooh, alright, Morin got wrecked by some from direct that he had no idea. And it looks like my HUD is still broken because of the pause. So it looks like NAB is going to be losing this middle. Actually, it's a 2-on-2, 2 scouts versus a medic demo. So this could be anyone's game, and the scouts successfully bully away ESD, but Pizza did stay. Oh, I see, Pizza. Okay, Pizza did stay alive, so he does have Uber, or he's going to be close to Uber. It looks like they won't be fast enough to contest the NAB scouts from capping the point here, so kind of a chaotic middle. It looks like my HUDs are back to normal, so that's good. And looks like blue team's trying to push their way back in now with the threat of the Uber. It looks a little slow here from this. Okay, Morin came in. Oh, and Pizza drops with the double soldier bomb, so that's really good for Bears. It's a pretty scrappy fight, but if they can play around Differ right now. Alright, they're just going to back it up. Maybe their health wasn't good enough. Must have missed the action. Yeah, I'm not the best cameraman, and I don't have binds like the pros, so we'll see what happens here. Differ sitting at about 65% Uber advantage, probably even more. They should be looking to roll this into mid rather easily. Pizza's still not healing anybody. I'm not sure what happened there. I guess no one went back to meet him, but I'm gonna have to put it on the Morin cam again as they roll into mid. Looks like they're going to go through garage, probably upper. We'll see how he uses this Uber. They get spotted by that scout, so this is a really early pop, and Morin kind of gets stuffed with some spam. They'll be lucky if they can get a frag here, which he does, so that's good. Good job by making something happen. And they will leapfrog here, but Differ should know that Pizza does not have Uber yet, so I'd like to see Bears do a dry push into left yard together, because they do have one-man advantage. With Orbit setting up traps, though, it doesn't look like they're going to be going. So ESD on the other hand, building out the rest of this Uber, getting ready to go. Looks like they're doing the same thing that Bears is doing, and going into garage. Looks like they're trying for the rat play here, and it's pretty successful. They are going in. They just need to put the cap time on 2. They get the early force. They might be too slow to stop the cap. Oh, they don't finish it. The Uber gets there just in time. Brimstone's gonna pick up a couple kills here. And now the rest of Bears is trapped behind. They are really, really stuck in. And it's gonna be a full team wipe, it looks like. So, it was good on the Bears team for trying that back cap, but wasn't successful. They didn't put enough cap time on it, so. Now Shoes on the other foot, Pizza has a full Uber advantage, or will be basically as good as full. And Egg Salad Dressing is going to be looking to push into here after they clear this trap from orbit. Looks like they're going to go through choke.
Alert! The control point is being captured.
Alright, so missed a little bit of the action. Looks like they trade a demo down. I would like to see Exile Dressing push off of this, but they do know that Differ's close to Uber, so I can understand why they don't want to risk it right now. This is the first round. Nothing's really happened so far. It's just been some good trading, leapfrogging Ubers, and a rat play that didn't pan out, but looks like NAB's trying to go up through top here, and they get a pick, so mostly Baking works around onto the flank as well. This should be really good as long as they clear all their doors, which they looks like they have. All of Egg Salad is gone outside in yard. I do not like this pop here, but if both the scouts can get something done. Oh, they don't manage to catch Pizza out with the Uber, and Morn's gonna die. They will retreat inside the safety of their 2. And we'll see if Blue Team decides to push this. Brimstone. Oh, he's waiting for ammo. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, we're not going to watch him. Let's watch someone on the flank. Haven't really done that. Frozen Flares on the left here. Frozen Flare gets a nice pick to open it up for them, and they have Uber advantage, so Frozen Flare jumps in ahead of his team. I'm not exactly sure why he went in there by himself, but the Uber's coming up. Oh, I'm sorry, the Uber's coming up for Differ, so. Bears is trying to push their way in, but Morin gets dropped on the Uber. This is a terrible Uber from them. Orbit might get caught here. It looks like he'll have just enough of the Uber to get away. And that's okay for Bears. They traded 1. Here comes a soldier. They do lose 2. Some decent pipes. Differ gets an Uber sub, which is actually could matter, but it looks like Exile's just going to step on the point. Yeah, big problem there for Not Around Bears is dropping Morin in that Uber, not giving him the full pocket Uber, and instead having a worse demo Uber, getting caught out with their Uber, with the blue team's Uber, and then getting pushed to last, so. We'll watch a scout on this mid, watch someone from ESD. I gotta come up with shorter names for these guys. I think he messed up his jump there, but looks like he's gonna pretend like that wasn't his plan and walk onto the point. Get some good damage out on the enemy demo, but uses the winger to maneuver himself up top. Again, both teams are playing it pretty safe. There is a soldier jumping around, but he's staring at 2 scouts. He does actually manage to pick one of them. So they trade a soldier for a scout. That's a pretty even trade. Jinx is trying to fight that soldier one-on-one, decides to think better of it and fight towards the point. Again, he's just playing soldier denial, but he does not protect Pizza from the soldier bomb. Differ gets a very, very early Uber here, and that should solidify this point cap for them. There was a scout running around, but I believe he's stuck behind now. Oh no, I think he got out maybe, but... So, with 2 picks and slight Uber advantage, I'd imagine Not Around Bears is not going to waste any time rolling into 2. Morin's working his way into left. He's got his scout and his medic towed behind him, so if they move fast, there looks to be some fighting on the other side. Brimstone goes down. They actually get 2 picks on the flank, so this is really good for Not Around Bears. They could honestly just park 1 scout on the point and then just keep rolling everyone into last, and looks like that's the plan. They're going through top here. We'll watch Differ for a little bit as she leashes Morin and her scout Saturn into in through the top. They get a 3rd pick, and Differ's really close to this Uber, so if they're going, they should take both their soldiers in and try and kill the medic. But their window of opportunity is closing, and it looks like they're just sending in a soldier. Nope, they think better of it, and looks like that was the right case. ESD has got the bus parked right now with the heavy and a sniper. Well, they had a sniper, but he switched off, so it's gonna be the good old Granary last stalemate. I actually don't know what the changelog was for Pro 2 for Granary, so I'm not sure what the differences are. I haven't really seen anything out of the ordinary, maybe a new ammo pack here and there, but there is a sniper, so I'm inclined to put the camera on him as Jinx is trying to make a pick play or something like that, open it up for his team. Neither of these teams have been very shy about pushing out, so I like seeing that from these guys. Soldier bombs in, he gets cleaned up pretty well. He only got 50 damage onto the enemy medic, and that should be the sack. So look to see if anybody on Brimstone does go for the counterattack, and he does pick Orbit, so no demo. This could be a really good opportunity for ESD to just walk on the point and not worry about traps. They will have to worry about backcappers, but that's about it. Brimstone is the pocket ball, so that's pretty significant, but blue team is not putting as much cap time as I would like to see, but looks like they're gonna just bully them out with this. Oh, actually, I take it back. Pizza with a slightly early pop there, probably could have milked it another second or two, but decides to turn around, and Frozen Flares goes down on the flank. Mostly Bacon trades in return, and then Brimstone goes down as well, so I doubt we'll see ESD push, especially with all of Red just walking on the point. Looks like Yellow Cell Phone, the demo, was preoccupied with what was happening over on the left side and didn't hear or didn't react to the rest of Not Around Bears walking in on the right. And that's an easy return round for Not Around Bears, and now it's 1-1. So pretty standard rollout here from Cell Phone. He's taking the pack, both demos do the same rollout. No one really gets much damage on each other, but Yellow Self, oh man, he had position on point, but he didn't have the heals, and with 2 down already, ESD is just gonna have to turn tail and run. 3 down, in fact. So that was a really clean mid. I guess Orbit just did more damage than the scouts. And this should be a repeat of the previous round where Not Around Bears just roll into 2 with their number advantage. Probably take 2 for free. Don't have to worry about traps. But it will be another even Uber situation here as they get ready to assail last. And it looks like Morin is going in for the force. Does not get it. I missed it. Like I said, I don't have the camera binds. But let's see if Frozen Flares will do a counter sack off of that. Yep, he's in on 2. He gets some good space for his team, and he's actually still alive. Oh, but he runs into the soldier. So again, Not Around Bears pop a very early Uber. Pizza does a much better job this time with the counter milk, or the counter pop, and blue team should be able to secure this. There is Bacon on the flank. I'm going to try and get to his cam. He's actually just going to back out, or is he? He's hiding out up top right now. There is a scout that spots him. It's an easy 1v1 for Bacon. He should probably try to retreat now through the flank. Actually, with Not Around Bears already set up, this is a good spot for Bacon, for mostly Bacon to work something on the flank. But they trade scouts, and he's caught in a 1v1, but he has the positional advantage. Lunchbox is really great for soldiers, and he's got a scout partner. Oh, but somehow Frozen Flares comes in with the soldier support, and they pick 4. All right, I missed the collapse there, but Differ is just going to try and haul ass, try not to pop this Uber here, because it would just be really, really unfortunate. And Differ does get forced by the scout. It's unfortunate. She had no idea where he was, so it's a safe pop. And actually Pizza died, so I take everything I just said back. It's not the end of the world that she popped there, but obviously in a perfect world, you would have liked to have had Uber here. But with 1 player down, looks like Bears is going to try and force the issue a little bit, but it doesn't look... Yeah, they are going in the left yard. I like this decision here. No one here to stop them. The flank's very weak. Zakis goes down really low. Needs an arrow from his medic. Still waiting for that arrow. Gets the arrow, finally. And Differ did manage to build herself a pretty decent advantage here, so they could still keep snowballing this. Frozen Flare's just sitting up top right now, playing it safe. No reason to overextend into anything and die. We'll see what happens here as both teams. Differ actually has the Uber already, and Morin's peeking in on the left. They need to go if they want to utilize this advantage, but it looks like it's gonna be for naught as Pizza is coming up on that Uber now. So this is the first real 3-2 stalemate we've had in a while. So with Not Around Bears heavy on the left, we'll see how they decide to break it. Morin's peeking up top right now. Spots a scout. That scout should be a pick, but instead he gets picked. I'm not sure where Differ was, why he wasn't being tanked around that corner, but Morin got caught in an unfortunate 1v2 that he might have been able to survive if... Oh, and Differ popped. Okay, alright, well, I'm not sure what happened there, but Pizza's walking out here with Brimstone on the right. He's got the team behind him, so this is a really good situation for ESD. Gonna roll into garage, try not to pop here. Keith got a decent amount of damage on Orbit. I'm not sure he knows how low he was. And looks like the blue team's going to come out on top. Bacon does get the force while killing himself, so the Roamer special gets the job done. And that's a good leapfrog out of Not Around Bears. They made the most out of their situation. They forced them, and then they were able to back out of mid for free. And it looks like, you know, I love the dynamic play from these soldiers right now. They're playing, like, all four soldiers are probably running gunboats, so they're playing very dynamic, very versatile. Saying, hey, if you're not in position, I'll go. It doesn't matter if I'm the pocket of the Roamer. And Pizza goes down though, so again, these soldiers are kind of taking over the game a little bit. And with no medic, this should be an easy recap for Not Around Bears. And we'll see how they roll this full Uber advantage in. Morin's checking for traps. He does spot it. Oh, actually, Morin is running shotgun. Soldier comes in while he was distracted by the trap. And the soldier does die. There is a sniper though. And so he's waiting to get healed up. They're taking this time to rotate into left yard. They have plenty of time here. They just gotta beware of the sniper. There is an NG on last and a sniper. So Not Around Bears should be putting cap time on too and going in. I'm not sure what they're waiting for. Bacon dies to a trap. They should pick this soldier. Oh, so close, but... Alright, Morin. You should still go. Oh, no. Alright, Differ gets popped very early. Morin's trying to go for this... Sniper does get it, and now he's shooting the gun. The sentry gun does kill scouts with the help of Saturn. Differ is very close to dying, but manages to get out. And with 2 down, NAB is going to tuck tail and back up a little bit. Pizza's at 85% Uber. Frozen Flares is moving through the top. He's got the flank secured. Or he should be going to the flank. I'm not sure why he's sticking around here, but it doesn't matter. They'll get a clean recap here. They've got 40% advantage, so time to put the cam on Brimstone again. I'll try and give the scouts more love in the upcoming, round or whatever, but where is Brimstone? There he is. He's moving up through garage. Both teams really, really favor the balcony push with the Uber. Jinx goes down, it's a scout down, and they have not gotten forced. Brimstone all over the medic, but Differ did a great job building, and so has Uber for this exchange. And this is the collapse from Not Around Bears. He does get a return frag on Bacon, but that's, small price to pay for losing 3 of your teammates, so Brimstone's likely gonna back the hell out. Pizza does get out with about half health, and, Brimstone going down is gonna really put ESD on the back foot and just hold last here. NAB's got a really, really good group fighting ability so far. They're just bulking up together, taking fights at the same time, and shooting the same things. You're always seeing them with these 1-2-man advantages, and the only times you see them down players are when they sack players or something like that to try and get a force. So Differ does have a significant advantage here. It's about 40%. Whether or not she goes with it is a different story. Right now it doesn't look like they are. And yeah, Pizza at 90% means they'll sit back and wait. So I'm going to put my camera on Keith. He's going to be chilling around, looking for that miracle headshot. So Keith has a shot through left shutter. Ooh, it's a whiff, but it's alright. Tries again on the scout. Nope. Thinks better of it. Okay, while I was watching Keith, 2 players on Nut Around Bears came in and got the force out of Pizza, so this is a great situation for Morin to just block the point with a really juicy Uber here. And he is very close to getting dropped, but nice pop on him. He gets the demo pick too, so I just like to see everyone on Nut Around Bears flood in and go for the point. But they are quite hurt. Zakis goes down, so this soldier coming in should die. I'm not sure if that was an air shot or not, but it looked pretty. So the trades are 1-2 in favor of Nut Around Bears. Oh, that's a fat rocket. Oh man, Morin hitting the fattest rockets right now. He's just going to be leading his team in. He's going in deep. He's trying to wreck the scout, but his team's falling up behind him. And with just yellow cell phone remaining, it's going to be hard pressed for him to hold it. And indeed, Nut Around Bears take it 2-1. Alright. Said I'd watch a scout, and so I'm watching a scout. The Keith rolling out to mid. We'll see how these scouts play. Again, the last couple of mids, everyone's been playing quite passive, so we'll see what happens there. Keith again playing on the ground, playing quite defensive, just taking point presence, getting nice juicy buffs from his medic. They are stuck in this corner alone. That's one thing I always say is if you're stuck in granary corner, you know, bad things are going to happen to you. But both teams electing to stay on their side. Not a lot of engagements going around. Mostly Bacon does have height advantage on these soldiers, but this scout is just wrecking him. So great job from the scouts on ESD, and they're cleaning up 3 frags here. Differ already died, so as long as they protect their medic here, which they in all likelihood will, Zakis is the only one left getting pressured by Jinx, who's got a fat 150 health. Oh, he's on the medic! Nice try from Zakis. Got about 90 damage into Pizza, but Pizza will not pop. Faith in his team, trusted his team, said, hey, this is a round-winning Uber. If you don't kill this guy, it's going to be problems for us. And indeed, ooh, Mostly Bacon gets his dome lopped off from the sniper out of Mostly Bacon, but he does go down, and that paves the way for Brimstone to just walk in. And look at how deep they're getting in. They do see this heavy, and they will have to focus this heavy. Really, really good pop here. Should be a good job. They're going to focus down this demo. Now this heavy's going to die. And this should be all she wrote for this round here. Brimstone just doing a ton of damage with that Uber. So what you saw that last round was just scout dominance on mid, and then the team rallying around their medic, protecting him from that one lone scout left, and then just taking a really, really good Uber into last. Like, they walked into the point by the time they popped Uber, and they were allowed to do that because the sniper went down so early. So that was great execution by ESD, and I think it's time to watch someone from Nut Around Bears this time. So we'll go back to the Orbicam a little bit, see how he's doing here. He is outpositioned already by the demo, who is taking top presence over him. And again, Nut Around Bears favoring to play on this left side. They do get all the picks so far, though. Even though Morin does go down, they trade 1 for 3, and they will just clean up this Uber. So I'm not sure what I'm seeing, but NAB just always seem to make something happen on these mid fights and get these huge number advantages that they're able to roll into 2 with.
We have secured the control point.
So both medics stayed alive. It's going to be even Ubers here. Bacon's trying to peek this corner. Everyone's health is doing alright, so it's going to be a 3-2 stalemate. We'll watch Bacon for a little bit more here. He's waiting for this full buff. Looks like both soldiers are going to try and peek something on the left here and try and make a pick happen over in L or J, however you like to call it. They're peeking, nothing here. One scout takes a decent rocket, but not really able to do much. Oh no, Morin goes down really low, and I'm surprised that Bacon was not there to help him, but looks like Bacon's going up top. No, he backs away out of it, and Keith has got this part locked down. Keith has a chance to go for a play here through drop down, but with the score being 2-2, I don't think they would he would risk that right now. So who's gonna open this up? Who's gonna make a play? I would assume Bacon, so I'm gonna keep my cam parked on him for a little bit. But you know, the onus is on Bears to do something here. He's waiting around this corner, trying to get a pick, sneaky, cheeky pick that way. Nothing doing. He's gonna climb up top, uncontested, but he doesn't really have the health. He doesn't have a nice buff. Both Ubers actually get exchanged. Oh, and Bacon just gets an unfortunate jump timing and just walks into three of the blue players here. This blue scout should get caught, but wow, Jinx winning the 1v1 basically, and now everything is collapsing for Not Around Bears. Morin is stuck way deep, and now Differ's the only one alive. Bacon's trying to go and meet her. Keith is just going to walk onto the point. Pizza did go down, so again, I'm missing the action where these medics are just unfortunately getting caught out at the end of team fights. But that will put Differ in a situation where she has a huge advantage, 50%. We'll see how Not Around Bears elects to push into 2. They've gone left a lot, so if they think that ESD will just counter them by setting up traps, they might choose to go choke side or something like that. But no off classes that they're aware of right now, and indeed no off classes to be seen. Red recaps the point, and now they're going to be set up there. They have this Uber. Morin's walking in the left. Trap Death's on him, but he's should be okay. Nice arrow from Differ to give him the full heal as they walk in the left, but again, their advantage is shrinking. Pizza is already at 80%, so I'd like to see them go on the ground. Yeah, they're moving in deep left. This should be a really good Uber. Yeah, Morin's going to come in and clean up house, clean up the soldier behind with the help of his scout. 2 picks, 1 scout's capping 2, and they're just going to roll in. Okay, Morin gets kind of stuffed there, and actually, they get in a little ahead of themselves and lose 2. This is still a fight worth taking because you do have heals, but the next pick that goes down should decide this fight, and instead, Not Around Bears is going to say, alright, why don't we just back away, we got their medic, we're okay with that, we're going to hold 2, build up this Uber, and try again. That was a great Uber from Morin, but the post-Uber fight, I think he was maybe just a little too low or wasn't getting healed, because his rocket jump put him like in the face of a scout with 30 HP, so that's definitely not where you want to be as a pocket soldier. Morin defends the point. Differ's dangerously low, well, half health. So she's going to try and preserve this Uber. We've watched a lot of Morin cam, but he does go down, and they actually lose 2 as a result of it, so they aren't able to use this Uber to push last, and they pop kind of early here. They do pick the pocket, and the Scout Demo Uber should be looking to do some work here, but Saturn does go down, and Frozen Flares is caught in a 1v1. Oh my goodness, the jukes for 1 health hero. And now Pizza has the full advantage. Shoes on the other foot, as it were. 2 down from ESD. They can't really push right now until another 3 seconds, but with their spawns up now, they should be looking to go here. Looks like they're going to try and take 2 scouts in to clear this trap. Old scouts are walking in. It's kind of an early pop, but it looks like they will pick orbit. They should pick orbit. They're not focusing the right targets. Okay, so they trade 2 for 2. I feel like they could have gotten a lot better of an Uber if both their scouts had been shooting the demo. Obviously, we don't know if one of them didn't call it, but Orbit was like 7 health, and he could have been sneezed on and died, and then they could have focused their targets on something else. But now, with the even trades, as a result of the lack of focus fire, Morin's going to be leashing his team in through the left, full Uber advantage once again. ESD is not going to make the same mistake. They're playing far left, and you can see it pays off here. They get the pick on the soldier, but Not Around Bears is not going to get anything else here. And it would be foolish for Morin to try and go in like the previous time. So, smart play from him. He holds back. They're going to have to sit back and wait as ESD are closing in on this Uber. And Pizza's at 90%. They're going to just keep going. These guys are bold. They're not fucking around. They're saying, hey, I got Uber advantage, and I'm going to push you. And if you don't respect that, I'm just going to punish you with this Uber. But for the most part, they haven't been too successful. You know, whether it's because they pop too early or they don't focus fire, you know, it's kind of costing them these pushes. And it looks like they're waiting, or they're just taking a little slower than they could. Differ's already at 80%. They got all their dudes spotted out Brimstone, gets dropped in the Uber, so that can't be good. Both these scouts, or the Saturn is just going to sit up top and saying, I dare you to jump me. Now Differ has Uber, so, oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. These pops, I can't say I agree with some of these pops from both medics. Yeah, they're not even going to go in. They're just going to turn tail and run. Yeah, that seemed a little too, what's the word I'm looking for there? Too anxious, too scared. They definitely did not have to pop there going in. Maybe Differ was just afraid that her teammates didn't check for traps, but in any case, Differ's been doing a great job building, so even though she popped, the disparity is only about 20%, which is still pushable, but given how these Uber's trades have been going off, these Uber leaf flags have been going off all game, I don't expect, or even if ESD pushes, I expect Differ to be able to just, you know, stay tucked away safely and then be able to pop a counter Uber onto them. And with Differ at 90%, it looks like both teams are just going to be chilling. There is an NG. I won't bore you guys with an NG cam, but just know what's there. You can hear him beeping. The 7th player, as it were. Both teams just kind of sitting on last. The onus is on Not Around Bears. It's 2-2, and they're the ones in control of the 4th point here. Orbit trying. Oh no! Orbit gets bounced in. He actually almost got the force. He's looking for the gun, has no idea where it is, and he's just gonna have to jump away. So that was really interesting. I thought he was gonna get caught when he got bounced forward there, but he actually did enough damage to Pizza to force an exchange. The sentry does go down. I need to pick up the phone, so I'll be right back.
Alert. Our control point is being captured.
Okay, so what I missed was apparently Not Around Bears not winning the push, and Orbit's just taking every health pack. Oh, okay, stalemate. Alright. So, Not Around Bears didn't get the final push there on the last, but they had nothing to lose. It's 2-2 halftime, so I'm just gonna skip ahead through this. I'll talk about it as I skip. Just go ahead and speed through this halftime here. Both teams talking it out, having a piss, getting some water. So yeah, the two biggest things I've seen so far in this game are that the soldiers seem to be making all the noise for both teams. Brimstone and Morin on the pocket, Frozen Flares and Bacon on Roamer. They've been sort of doing all the opening entry damage, and the rest of the team follows up off that, which is good. You're playing to your strengths. And then the other thing is, both medics are a little anxious with their pops as we go live here with the second half. Both meds have popped really good Ubers, but also have popped really, really bad Ubers, like popping through a door where no one on the other team was in sight. So, but enough about that. We'll see if they change it up this mid. Not Around Bears and Exile and Dressing tied 2-2. Orbit is really low, working out in the left lane, trying to take presence on point. Oh yeah, and the other thing is that mids, both teams play very, very non-committal on mids for a good while before trying to open it up with some stuff, with some soldiers. Exile addressing quite low. The health differential is in Not Around Bears' favor, but they are not fighting from the point, so Bacon's fighting a 1v1 with the soldier, does win it, but the rest of Not Around Bears collapsing. Bacon needs to try and go for the medic here. He's the only one alive with 46 health. Oh, he takes the pack. Oh, he's stuck behind them. Okay, if he was behind... yeah. Alright. He was behind them, so I would have liked for him to not fire that first rocket. He should have, like, jumped. Because I'm not sure they saw him or not, but regardless, it was a decent try. And we're going to see ESD here walk onto the point for free. This should be their lead round here, going up 3-2. We'll watch Brimstone here. They already picked the gun, so this is as good of a situation as long as they don't get headshot by Bacon. And they're electing not to go through left and instead walk in on the right. They're probably going to have to pop. Yeah. They get an early pick on the demo. They trade a scout for demo, and this heavy is just giving them the jukes. staying alive for so long, but they are fighting on the point with 2 picks. Brimstone is really, really low, and he takes height advantage and gets an arrow, so he is just making things happen for his team right now, but Differ just got Uber, so if they stay in for too long, they could get punished, but I like this decision to bully and step on the point, almost capping it, but Differ with the sense to stand on the point and pop Uber. Even though they didn't get the round there, ESD are in a great situation. They got the force out, so now they have huge advantage. We're talking 60%, and that is more than enough to push, and they have a ton of cap time, so Not Around Bears electing to not have any off classes, and we're going to see ESD, Keith just turning the corner into a soldier. We're going to have to watch Brimstone again. He did a great job with that last fight. We'll see if he can do the same. There's no sniper to worry about. They pop early. Morton is 11 health if anyone can clean up on him. But they get the heavy instead, which is just as good, and now they're shooting this demo. Brimstone just... Actually, these scouts take it back, so these scouts are just running away with this round here, or that Uber push. They got 3 picks, and then probably capped the point. They were the ones that set up all that cap time in the first place. So, really smart play from ESD that round. They won mid convincingly. They didn't get the first push. They didn't get a good first look, so they recycled, backed out, saved the Uber, pushed again, and got it done. So, I want to see how these heals get distributed this time on this mid here. Pizza's walking out left lane. There has been 0 variation in mid so far. Soldiers jumped earlier this time, and they're focusing down the med, and he's not going to get him. Morin, unable to make the frag, but was successful in bullying ESD into the corner, and now they're trying to walk back in. I think Pizza hit that arrow, and now it's 3-3. Both teams have Uber, 2 scouts versus scout demo, and it looks like Not Around Bears has already turned tail and ran away, so I'd really like to see some change-ups in these mids. Both teams are kind of sitting on their side. I guess Not Around Bears did change it up by sending soldiers very, very aggressively, and it looked like it paid off at the start because 3 members of the red team were stuck in their corner, but they smartly walked back in, and then, I guess everyone else in front had the damage to scare away the rest of Not Around Bears. And it looks like 2 scouts over on the flank will pick Zakis. And now Not Around Bears needs to get inside lest they be caught up by this really early Uber here. And Brimstone making a good job forcing Differ to split the Uber, so it wasn't as good as they would have liked, while Brimstone himself gets a solo. And Brimstone gets another pick. Well, not another, but he gets a pick, trades with Bacon, and looks like things will settle down for now. Hasn't really been anything going on in terms of these trades. They usually just trade 1 guy, 2 guys, and they sit back, they build the Uber, and then they get ready to go again, so. Alright, stop watching the medics. Let's watch the scout build instead. I'm just kidding. Alright. So, with even Ubers, we're going to see how Frozen Flares opens it up first. Actually, Jinx is on the sniper, so instead we're going to watch the Jinx cam. There hasn't been too much sniper, and there also hasn't been too much happening with the sniper, if you understand me. There's only been 1 headshot that I recall, and that was Bacon when they were holding last. So Jinx is looking up top, looking for an angle. No one's really trying that window spot, so... And they know he's there now. Morin spots him. Jinx is going to relocate, try a different angle. There is no counter sniper on Not Around Bears, so he should be relatively uncontested outside of a trap or just someone pushing him really hard, but the rest of Egg Salad can play off of that by, putting a scout and soldier around him. It looks like Jinx is going to try the top window again. Nothing really going here. Brimstone gets the peek around the door. Nothing's happening right now. But someone's going to open it up. It's probably going to be Jinx. He's going to go for the ballsy shot here. He sees Morin, doesn't get the shot off. Just stays alive for now. And yeah, even though, we know the final score, but Egg Salad, they can sit back with this lead if all they want to, if that's what they want, rather. They have a sniper, both teams have even Ubers, so they're just going to wait for their sniper. They're going to be patient, and then he dies to the trap. So, like I said, the only way he was really going to get punished was to a trap, and that's exactly what happened. Bacon may try to... Yeah, Bacon actually wins a 1v1 with Brimstone up top, so... And he's relatively healthy, which means the rest of Not Around Bears can walk this in if they so desire. But Cellphone says, I can put up traps too, picks Valve Morin, and that will probably cancel the push in all likelihood. And indeed, that is what happens. So we're gonna keep sitting here. We're gonna wait until someone gets a pick, make something happen, like that. Orbit, piping down Cellphone. I'm gonna watch Bacon, because he's probably gonna try and go, but he doesn't have a buff. So maybe we should watch Morin. Yeah, Morin's walking in. He's got good vision. He's trying to help the scout. Oh my god, that rocket actually connected. So now they have 2 picks. They should just... What is Morin doing? Oh, he's reloading. Oh. He gets scared by that soldier, but oh no, and then the soldier came in from up top somewhere. It's probably a mistake on Bacon's part, not checking that soldier. I don't know how he got in for free, and that will cancel out the opportunity for a push here. The soldier jumps in. Warren actually hit a really great rocket on the pizza and hit him for a fat 100 damage, so Brimstone comes in and dies, and he's going to jump this demo, or the scout actually. This scout should go down. Keith does pick trade with Morin. And now this soldier's coming in. Oh man, Frozen Flare's doing work. So again, it's mostly been these soldiers. These scouts have gotten some good three streaks from time to time, but these soldiers are really what's making things happen for the team. Getting Uber forces, coming in late as a distraction, cleanup. They've been doing it all. Even if their score might not reflect that on the scoreboard, but no one really cares about points anyway. So, with a huge advantage, we're gonna watch Jinxed and Brimstone. Oh, we're gonna watch Brimstone die. So, maybe getting a little too ahead of himself there. He didn't just have Uber yet, and now Jinxed wants to go with his scout partner. They are going in. They have a double scout Uber. They're going for the medic, which is pretty good, but Differ escapes into spawn, and the 7th player on the field is still alive, denying them from really getting in on the right side. And with Keith going down, Jinx caught in this 1v5. Oh, that was just unfortunate. I'm not sure if that came as a result of just not focus firing or what, but they had an opportunity to maybe pick Morin, but Differ was lower, so I can understand. And Frozen Flares comes in again with another force, so Frozen Flares just doing all the roamer things. And with 1 pick, they could push. ESD doesn't quite have Uber yet, so if Not Around Bears elects to, they could just roll in for free, but that doesn't seem to be the case. They're going to sit back on 2, try and get an early force out of ESD as they walk in, and then just live to cycle Uber for another day. Pizza is at 100%. Brimstone is trying to work his way in through garage. They get in relatively clean. And now Brimstone looking to push this soldier on the flank. He jumps up top. No one's really here, which means they can take this for free. But Differ did get Uber in this time, so if they commit to an Uber here, which it looks like they are, but Frozen Flares, oh man. So this is a terrible Uber, they're just not even going to try. I would have liked to see Brimstone run in and try and go for the force there, but he also appears to be out of ammo, so I understand why he didn't. And now, Zakis and Bears get a free walk into 2. As long as Frozen Flares does not jump in for a force, we're going to have to find the Frozen Flares cam. I've not been respecting him enough. I cannot find... Okay, he's on mid, so unlikely to make anything happen from there, but I have run out of water. This is unfortunate. How much of this is still left? Holy moly, we still got a ways to go. Alright, Morin gets the Uber pop and kills Pizza, but they do lose their pocket demo, so Pocket Demo for Pocket Medic is still a pretty good trade, but it looks like ESD doesn't give a shit. They're walking in, they're fighting the point, and they're just winning the DM fight. It's now 3v2. Saturn is the only one alive, and he actually has the health to win this fight. He actually did take 100 damage from Jinx there, I think, so that's kind of ridiculous, but that will allow him to escape, back away to 2. Pizza spawned before Differ, so he will have a decent advantage. And I'm going to use this time to go get some more water. We'll watch Frozen Players in the meantime.
Alert. Our control point is being captured. We have captured the control point.
Alright, so looks like ESD just waltzed into 2. They still have slight advantage. They get an early pop out. You see how Morin defends his... Well, he doesn't defend his demo. His demo goes down. And he's just playing on this left side. Differ does get an Uber. Morin's gonna go elect to kill, try and kill this medic, but nice surf out of Pizza. Does a nice sea surf, and now his team is just rolling in. The scouts are just going to get all the kills. And now Egg Salad taking it 4-2. Not sure what happened there. I think Morin just elected to fight the wrong target and get caught out. That's really the one thing that's been happening to both teams is like the medics are dropping some of their pockets, or some of their pockets. The medics are dropping pockets at some Ubers, and the pockets are also sometimes staying in too long and dying immediately after the Uber ends, which obviously puts your team in a disadvantageous spot. Differ and Bacon opened up with 2 frags. Jinx had an opportunity to go for some kills, but both the scouts on ESD are very low, and they don't have heals, so as long as Differ is protected, and it looks like they're doing they were doing a fantastic job, but Frozen Flares, once again, just getting the job done for his team, and then Jinx staying alive at the very end makes that last soldier crater, so... As I said at halftime, this game seems to be a story between... Oh my god, Jinx is just kind of getting destroyed by Orbit. But a lot of this game has come down to the medic-soldier dynamics and, you know, protecting their medics from roamers getting forces, pockets overextending, and pockets getting dropped in Ubers. That's really been the story of this game so far. Is that both these things are happening to both teams, or all of these things are happening to both teams, which results in this crazy close game that we have here. The first team to really clean up, or I guess the first team to make a really big mistake, will probably come away the victor. And Morin went in to try and frag the enemy medic. I'm not exactly sure why. His team did have Uber advantage, so it's not like the medic pick was a high priority. But I guess it baits ESD into walking into 2 at an inopportune time, and now they find themselves 3 down. Bears are technically scared of a back cap, but Zakis is going to win this 1v1 on the flank, and somehow Pizza died before getting Uber. So that's not good for them.
Come on, man! Alert. The control point is being captured.
We're going to see Blue team walk onto the point. They have a fat Uber advantage. I'll watch Orbit here. Work with this team on the right. You know, they could walk in on the right. That's one thing we have yet to see, is the team with Uber advantage to just bully straight in through 2 soldiers through garage or something like that, but they understand that, you know, the medic got out, and Pizza has shown to be quite the slippery slice of pizza, and been able to juke himself and surf himself away from danger. So I like the decision to not go for it, not get too greedy. They have plenty of time in this match to claw back around and make it a 4-3 game. Jinx is setting up the sentry. Lakis goes down. This should be... Yeah, this is a great Uber here from Not Around Bears. They are not focusing targets anymore, though. And I guess there was someone fighting on 2. Differ abandons the players that were in on last, but... it's still an even trade, which means... And Pizza did die again, so I'm just missing every crucial medic death. Well, for the most part. And now blue team's just rolling in. They have number advantage, but they aren't really getting the frags. Having the scout here, oh, Differ takes an unlucky pill. Differ may decide to play it safe, yeah. I like this decision. You know, Differ was low health. She said, hey, I still have advantage, and you know, we've seen her do this play before. Just get out, stay alive, live to fight another push. And we have Uber this time, or we'll have even more Uber advantage. So if they can get in and pick the medic again, then they should put themselves in a position to win this next round. But again, we're seeing how the lack of focus fires from these, you know, advanced Uber ads is not really panning out for these teams, because they're not shooting the same target. They shoot the first target together, but then they don't shoot the second target together. I think Zakis is trying to... Okay, he tries to jump up top. The Uber comes in from top. Mostly Bacon dies. And they aren't really getting too much done. Pizza does go down again. So... But the difference this time is that Not Around Bears loses 3. So we will see Differ once again pick up an Uber advantage. Unable to push last. And Red Team trying to make something happen. Trying to bully them back because they know the demo is down and won't be there for another 10 seconds. I like this tap cap from the scouts, even though Morin is actually bullying him really hard. And I like the scouts just cycling the point. They are going to get the point, and they know that they're at Uber disad, but this time they pick the point, and they recapture it, and they're at least going to have to force Not Around Bears to go through their 2 defense before being able to assail last here. But actually, I take it back. They actually just kind of let them have it. They said, we just wanted the cap points. Actually, they get an early force here too. Morin is going sky high. Let's see if he can defend. He cannot defend, or Keith cannot defend his medic from going down. Differ might be caught this time. Actually, Differ is surrounded by scouts. And this should be an easy round for Not Around Bears. They're going to pick up the scout frag. They don't have to kill him until they have to cap the round. But so that was what you saw there was really, really patient play out of Not Around Bears. They said, alright, we pushed into last, we killed your medic, and our medic stayed alive. We don't like this look, we're going to back out, hold 2, try again. And they did it the second time, and the same thing happened. They killed the enemy medic. They didn't really get other picks. They stayed alive, Differ stayed alive, and they repushed, and this time it worked out. Because good team fighting. So once again, we're gonna see both teams take their crates, except this time, cell phone goes down very early. This should open the door up for blue team, and indeed Zakis gets 2 picks, hunting around for any stragglers. Spots this soldier, shuts him down, tries to pick him, but not before he gets the pack. Should get cleaned up though. Yeah, he goes down. Pizza did stay alive on mid, so that's great. But with just Jinxed up and only getting spawns now, they're going to have to get on their high horse if they want to defend 2. And it looks like they will be able to get there in time, question mark? Blue team is really, really bullying in the back here. Differ pops on Morin because he was low, so I understand that pop. And red team's just doing the right thing here, blocking the point. Cell phone's looking around for any stragglers behind, but nothing doing. And they will successfully defend their 2. They gave about half cap, but there's really not much else that's going to happen right now. I just got an invitation to play Pugs for some reason, but I think I'm gonna pass. Let's finish this match. So, what's been going on? Both teams about equal Uber, about 15% only, 10% really. Keith and red team sitting inside, picking off Morin, and Keith's got a one-on-one with a demo. That was really, really great timing by him, and that was a great individual play that should let his team... I don't know why his team's so far back, maybe they were dealing with someone, but Keith is like, I just killed the demo, guys, get out here, come on, what are we doing? And, you know, leashing his team outside. They get a soldier caught here. He should go for the soldier with the scout. He does not protect Juiced, and he actually Bacon gets a nice 2v1 before going down, but he did what he needed to do. I think both teams popped an Uber, but no scouts for red team means Morin should be able to just walk in here for free. He's jumping, he catches out the soldier with 2 great rockets, and This should be the tie-up round for Not Around Bears. They should be able to just roll this in, work the point. Oh, man. Pizza took a nasty rocket, but was able to fight the point. Morin's just standing on point, daring the enemy team to come to him. And just a crazy fight happening here, but Not Around Bears swarming the point. And I hate to point it out, but ESD was so far back on their 2 after they picked Morin and Orbit that they just couldn't get out onto the yard area in time. And that result led to an Uber trade that, well, actually what really happened was Bacon killed both their ESD scouts in 1v1, so that was just unfortunate. As we roll into this next mid, both teams again taking their side, not really doing anything. Orbit, the cell phone, sorry, not electing to go garage, so he doesn't get caught out this time. Saturn just juking around, shooting this soldier. He's going for this medic, decides to change his attention to the scout, which is a nice decision. And ESD just losing 3 on this middle. This is where I would, like, at this point, I think ESD have lost, like, the last 3 mids in a row, convincingly. So, at some point, you gotta consider rolling out garage. I'm not sure if they're just not comfortable. Oh man, Saturn gets picked by a trap there, but I'm not sure if they're just not comfortable with the garage push, but if they roll 2 soldiers out through their garage, they initiate with their jumpers and could likely get a lot of damage done, because, like I said, these soldiers have been going ham all over the place. But somehow that one scout pick has slowed it up enough so that, okay, Morin trades. I was not aware the enemy combo was over here, but of course I'm just a caster. So, looks like Morin's trying to bait the red soldier in, and indeed he does. Differ's in a safe spot. Brimstone goes down, overextended, but somehow the fight is now swung the other way. Morin and Zakis going down. Everyone's just chilling in yard for Not Around Bears. Cell phones thinking about pushing out. Doesn't seem like he wants to. The rest of his team is going, so Cell phone's mostly been playing that sort of defensive security blanket style of demo, staying alive, looking at the doors that, you know, his teammates aren't watching because traps just kill everything anyway. And it's been paying off for him for the most part. He's been keeping it even with Orbit. Oh, and Zakis comes into play, kills Pizza. Differ pops an Uber, so this is a free Uber as it's like to be called. This demo is going to die. And with 4 picks, soon to be 5, I'm really shocked how they don't win this round, but I guess they are very, very far back, so they probably aren't going to elect to push into last right away. They're going to wait for this Uber advantage, and we're going to see how that pans out. Saturn is building away this Uber. There are no off classes on the side of Egg Salad. And Differ is running up about a 30% advantage. So I imagine we're going to see Morin. We're going to see Morin lead the Uber, and then if he can make something happen, he's going to make something happen. But Keith is... What is Keith doing here? What? He's waiting for ammo? Is there ammo there? Yeah, there's ammo there. Okay. They're walking in very deep, but this is a very, very late push here. Pizza will get the Uber. Morin is going to get caught out as a result, and I don't see Bears making anything happen, and indeed, Orbit could go down. Oh my goodness, yep. So, that's just, wow, alright. Well, Keith just went on a 5 streak, so he just shut me up about the soldiers doing most of the work. I'm gonna have to point that as Differ overestimating their advantage. And walking in way too leisurely, too slow. Like, by the time they walked in through the right shutter, Pizza was sitting at 85-90%, so he just had to play on the opposite side, wait, and then pop a counter Uber, and then do the classic counter Uber, pick off the soldier that was caught. Zakis just wrecks Keith there, but Orbit goes down, so that is not a good trade regardless. Morin tries to go for the medic kill, does not get it. Pizza is sitting very pretty with 130 health, but at the same time, the rest of his team disintegrates, and he's actually forced to pop here. So this scout, oh my god, this scout, Jinxed is going ham. 2 frags of his own. And now he's got the rest of the team in. Actually, Bacon does come in late and kill Pizza, so... Again, scrappy play with their medics, not really keeping them alive when they should be, but... as of the past 5 minutes, these scouts have taken over this game. So that's pretty cool. Jinx is chilling back. Orbit dies to a scout flank. So, again, these scouts are making me eat my words about praising the soldiers so much. And they have basically won the last 2 points for ESD. It is still even Ubers, so we're not going to see anything too crazy right now. I'm going to put my cam on Frozen Players for a little bit, see if he does anything special. He is just sitting up top right now, not really doing anything. Waiting for this Uber probably before he goes in for a play. It's dead even basically, so hopefully he gets a buff before he goes in. That's always a travesty to have your roamer go in with 200 health. But I don't expect this sack to work because Zakis is on heavy and he will likely shut him down. He is waiting for his buff. He requires his buff. He is not getting... Oh, there it is. Alright. Frozen Players sees Morn staring at him. He's like, well, this is roamer life. I'm going to walk in, he's going to shoot me, it's not going to be a good time, but I got to get it done. Because if he's not going to off-class, then he at least can open the door for... Actually, Keith is... No, Keith is not sacking. So, 4-4. I don't know how much time is left, obviously. I can look at the demo UI, but that doesn't really tell me anything. They could just be playing for the time. And, I mean, I still don't like how they're just sitting with him up here. They've really basically got nothing to lose. They've been doing, like, they should know by now that Not Around Bears has not been having the greatest success pushing in with a one-man advantage. But instead, Brimstone's going to walk in for... Oh, and then Pizza drops. See, that is why the one-man sack cannot be worse than what just happened there. They just lost 4 players after the sniper... Oh, there's a backhand! But Bacon cleans him up. So, I'm not sure who was the headshot guy. The headshot guy. It was actually Bacon, so again, Bacon, the best sniper in the game so far. He just dropped the medic with a body shot, and that completely opens the door for Morin and Bears. Morin and his bear friends to just go in the middle. I'm not sure what they're waiting for. Jinx is actually hiding in forward spot. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'll switch between Morin. What are they doing? They're not pushing. Wow. This is surprising. I don't like this, and I'm really, really shocked that they would make the decision to not push here. This is the instance of where you're playing not to lose, as opposed to playing to win. I mean, maybe I'm just talking out of my ass and there's not much time left. Maybe there's only like a minute left, but I feel like you could still take an Uber advantage in cat middle and at least leapfrog there, and you can let time expire. Oh, what? Okay, time has to be running out, right? Okay, yeah, alright. Okay, that makes sense. There's actually even less than a minute left, so it all makes sense. They just, didn't have enough time to, even with a full Uber advantage, to go coast to coast, so they just sat out there and, differ pop the Uber at the end of buffer stats. So, 4-4. The scouts have started to take over this game a little bit. They've been getting the picks, but the MVP, I mean, by all means, Egg Salad Dressing should have won the game. They had control of 2, the enemy 2. They're sitting on the point, just everyone fine and dandy, and instead of sacking one player in, it didn't even have to be their roamer. It could have been their scouts. Instead of sacking one player in, Brimstone and his medic tried to make something happen going in the left. They didn't know there was a sniper. Bacon hit his shot. Pizza dropped, and that's a big time drop because they didn't lose the round, but they lost their chance at winning the match basically. So that's obviously never a trade you want. You don't want to go from position to where we could have won the match to they could have potentially lost it if there was more time. But regardless, we are going to get ready to go into Golden Cap, and I'm going to speed ahead like I have during the other halftime. And we're going to see this Last crucial round. It would be very tragic if this entire round, or this entire match ended with like an ace or something on mid for the winning team, but given how long this demo has left, I don't think that's going to be the case. We're going to see some more leapfrogging. Maybe this pause just takes forever, actually. We'll see what happens. And I have to respect the scouts, so for mid, I'm going to watch another one of these scouts. Like I said, I'm gonna be really surprised if Exhaled does not change up this next mid, because they've been losing mids and they haven't changed anything. So, you know, the old saying is like, we stop doing the mid when it stops working, but it's not working. So, but they haven't been changing. So we are just speeding through this halftime, all this dead time. Brimstone is back in the game. ESEA client being the classic client and just kicking people for no reason, causing all sorts of trouble, being a hooligan. But we are coming down to the very end of this match here. My throat hurts, but this is fun regardless. Hopefully the quality, video and audio is not too bad. I'll take a look at it afterwards, see how it goes before it's on YouTube. I don't think this is this live? No, this is not live. Okay. I guess they're having problems with their players on Egg Salad, and we are just maybe it does end up in a wipe, because this halftime, this downtime is longer than I thought it was. We've been sitting for 15 minutes so far of just people waiting for things to be figured out. So it wouldn't be ESEA without issues on the first match of the season, that's for sure. So Brimstone disconnects again. See what Chad has to say. Imagine if this was a best of 3. It's not even funny, Morin. Come on. Come on. Alright. Well, we've got about like 10 minutes left, maybe even less. And we're gonna see how this final round ends up. Actually, at this point, I don't even remember who wins this match. I think it was Egg Salad, but if they don't win this match, they will really be kicking themselves for that Uber drop. Like, that's really, really big, and honestly, Pizza is very lucky that he did not get punished by it. But we are live with the final round, and it looks like Brimstone is out. In his place is Lovable Man. I don't know if that's a pun, or like Lovable Man plus lava, but anyway, I said I was going to watch a scout, so I'm going to watch a scout. This could be a factor, because Lovable Man certainly wasn't playing the other hour of this match. So on one hand, you know, he's probably not their starter, and on the other hand, he's not fatigued as much. So Frozen Flares and Saturn go down. Jinx gets a decent amount of damage, but he is really, really hurt. Blue team has position on this mid, and hey, did they roll out Garage? I'm not sure, but they win the mid. I know Jinx rolled out through Garage, but I'm not sure the rest of his team did. But regardless, they are going to take the mid. Both medics stayed alive, but the reverse happens. Not Around Bears is the one down 3 players, so blue team ESD is just going to walk in. They pick off both soldiers. Oh man, Jinx had an opportunity to really, really put the hurt on an Orbit, but he kind of beefed his shots. And he doesn't beef him anymore. Differ drops her demo, and that's a disastrous turn of events for Not Around Bears. These two scouts could keep pushing if they want. I wouldn't be surprised if they go. He got, but Saturn overextends. He goes by, I won't say he overextends, but he goes by himself. ESD's gonna try and make the push. Oh wait, no, Saturn's on Not Around Bears. What am I talking about? This is great for ESD. They're just gonna walk in, sit on the point. There are no sticks, and the cap is almost gone. They are going to be hard-pressed to sit on the point. There's only 3 players left. Yellow cell phone comes in for the cleanup, and that is it. Egg Salad Dressing, win mid, win the round, win the match. So, crazy good game. And I'm just going to stop talking now because I don't know if I can talk again for the rest of the day. So, thanks for watching, guys. Again, hopefully the quality is going to be okay. I know it's kind of loud earlier for some parts, but it should be okay now. So, we'll see how it goes, and I'll put it up on YouTube. Thanks for watching. Until next time.